morning students. Today we are going to study grammar, lesson number 1, and the title is the sentence. So you people are very familiar with this sentence because already in previous classes you have studied about it. So once again we are going to revise it, but now in this class, in class 6, you people are going to study the sentence in somewhat detail. First of all, let us see the definition. A sentence is a group of words which expresses a complete thought and makes a complete sense. So, sentence is a group of words. There are many words in the sentence and it expresses a complete thought or gives a complete sense. To give a complete sense means what? To tell complete meaning. From that group of words we get complete meaning. That group of words is called as sentence. Now, this sentence is made up of two main parts. Number 1 is subject and number 2 is predicate. So, in each and every sentence you will find the subject as well as predicate. See here, I have written some examples. Rohan is my brother. Next, the book is lying on the table. And next one is Ritu made a beautiful drawing. So, here in this sentence you will see that it is made up of two parts. One is subject and predicate. First of all, let us make clear that what is subject and what is predicate. So, subject is a name of person or a thing we are talking about. So, in a sentence, about whom we are talking. Suppose we are talking about some person, or suppose we are talking about something. That particular thing, that particular name of person or place, person or thing is called as subject. So see here, Rohan is my brother. In this sentence, Rohan is the name of person. Here in this, the book is name of thing. And also we can talk about some place. Here we can say that Delhi is the capital of India. Correct? So here we are talking about Delhi. So this Rohan, the book, Ritu, then here Delhi, these are the subjects. And now next is predicate. What is predicate? So whatever we talk about the person or that thing or that place, it is called as predicate. Means here you can say that after pointing this subject, remaining part is predicate part. Means this information is given about subject. See here, a verb is essential, means important part of the predicate. The predicate usually comes after the subject. Most of the time what happens, see, this predicate, it comes after subject. And in this predicate, important part is verb. Here you can see in all examples, this predicate has come after subject. Most of the time this thing happens. But it is not necessary, it is not compulsion that every time the subject will come before and the predicate will come after the subject. It is not necessary. The conditions can be different. Let us see an example. Down went Jack and Jill. So here we are talking about Jack and Jill. So this part has become subject part. And what information is given about Jack and Jill? Down went. So this is predicate part. So in this way, it can happen that sometimes this predicate can come before subject. One more example we will take. Is he asleep? Students, now your question is asked, and this is also a type of sentence. So here you can see about whom we are talking, he. So it is subject. So here in this example you can see that the subject has come in between the sentence. So like this there can be changes. even in some sentences, subject is understood, and sometimes even you can see that in the sentence the subject is very silent. It is silent. Silent subject it is said. Means we have to just understand that subject is there. Come here. For example, come here. Please give me a glass of water. So students, whenever we use such sentences, come here, we don't say you come here, or we don't say you please give me a glass of water. So here instead of using you, we are directly saying come here. Here also we are saying please give me a glass of water, like this. So here you can say that the subject is silent subject. And this thing usually happens in imperative sentence. Now further in next lesson we are going to study about kinds of sentences. So these are the imperative type of sentence. Now next thing we are going to study is object. Here objects are of two types. So here two types of objects are direct object and indirect object. Direct and indirect. So let us see. Number one, direct object. What are direct object? Direct object is the thing that a person receives. So in the sentence, whatever the person receives, it's called as direct object. Let me give you one example. Anil bought his mother a sari. So here see direct object. What are direct object? Is the thing that a person receives. So here mother is receiving something, is getting something from her son. So here what she is getting? Sari. So this sari, she is getting sari. So this sari, it is direct object. Now tell me, who is receiving this sari? Mother is receiving this sari. So here mother is indirect object. So indirect object is the person who receives the thing. Now here mother is receiving the sari, so she is indirect object. And what thing she is receiving? Sari. So sari is direct object. It is to be kept in mind that the subject and the object can consist of one or more than one word. So the subject or the object can be of single word or it can be of more than one word. See the example. Seema, Reema and Ritu are my best friends. So now students, here we are talking, in this sentence we are talking about Seema, Reema and Ritu. So this part is subject part. What it is? Subject part, because we are talking about them. So here you can see that this subject part is made up of three different words: Seema, Reema, Ritu, and this also you can include in it and. So it is made up of 4 words. So the subject can be of one word or more than one word. Now see next one. The fire killed animals, birds and insects in the fire. Now see here, subject is fire, the fire. Killed is verb. And here animals, birds and insects is object. So here this object is made up of how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 words are there. So the object can be of one word or more than one word. See one more example. Jack lent me and Rohan his bicycle. So here Jack lent me and Rohan his bicycle. So what thing me and Rohan received? Bicycle. So this is direct object. And who received the bicycle? Me and Rohan. So it is indirect object. So here you can see this indirect object is made up of 3 words, me and Rohan.